There is a group of men called the Firm. They have been running things for a long time. When they need someone to clean their mess, they send Sam. One night after another of her missions, Sam gets home and gets a call from Nathan to meet at a diner. She wonders how much trouble is she in. We then jump back to 15 years ago at that same diner. Sam meets her mother. Her mother tells her she needs to disappear for a while. She leaves Sam with Nathan. The mom then steps out for a phone call and a group of men enter the diner. The leader notices the blood on the milkshake. He asks Sam where is her mother. At this moment, the mother appears and finishes everyone while running away in tears. Sam, understanding her mother is leaving, tries to catch up to her, but Nathan appears and stops her while the mother drives away. We are now back in the present. Nathan arrives to Sam. He wants to know what happened. She complains there was more targets than expected. Nathan then tells her they need her, someone stole from them. She can't believe someone stole from the Firm. Meanwhile, Jim and his men arrive at the bloody scene Sam made yesterday. He notices his son dead. Jim tells his men to bring the head of the person who killed his boy. The next day, Sam shows up to a mysterious library. Madeline, the receptionist, brings her to a secret door. Inside, she meets with Anne and Florence. They wonder why is this mysterious girl in here. Sam introduces herself as Scarlett's daughter. They are amazed, adding they haven't seen her since she was a kid. Sam needs some guns. The mysteriously cool women give her some guns hidden in books. Sam then receives a text with a next location, a hotel room. She heads there and finds her target David, the man who stole the money from the Firm. She finishes him. While dying, David hears a call from his daughter's kidnappers, and he asks Sam to at least deliver the ransom to them to save her. Sam accepts as she gets flashbacks from her mother leaving her. She then brings the injured David to a doctor. She tells him he better fix David. On her way out, she calls Nathan saying there is a change of plans, they kidnapped his daughter, that's why he stole the money. Nathan thinks she is crazy. He reminds her if she messes this one up, they will give the kill order and there is nothing he will be able to do. She hangs up on him, so Nathan sends few of his men to grab the money from her without killing. Nathan is then informed one of the men she killed that night is Jim's son. A group of men comes to see him. Meanwhile, Sam arrives with the ransom location with the money. They make her change clothes and gives her a new address to meet. At this moment, Nathan's men show up. They want the money, but she ends up beating them all up. She then runs to the new location. Once there, she meets the masked men with Emily, David's daughter. Both parties exchange, and as soon as Sam gets Emily, she goes running after the masked men. She then realizes their car crashed because one of them betrayed the rest and took the money. The men exchange fire between each other. They kill each other, but in the process blowing up the bag of money. Sam realizes she is in deep trouble as she planned on bringing the money back to the Firm. Meanwhile, the doctor is being seen taking care of Nathan's men. They get serious when the doctor tells them David is in the next room. Sam on the other side takes Emily in her car. She wonders what happened to her dad, but she can't tell him she is the one who shot. Nathan's men call Nathan, letting him know they learned Sam will be coming back to the hospital to get David. He looks at the angry men in his room, and Nathan has no choice to tell them to do whatever it takes. Sam then comes back to the hospital with Emily. Emily gets to her father, but unfortunately it's too late. The doctor enters and injects a tranquilizer in Sam, making her lose motion in her arms. He screams at Nathan's men they have 60 seconds. So Sam guides Emily to help her tape a knife and her gun to her hands. While Nathan's men badly injured advance towards her. But Sam doesn't wait and comes out. She does her best and finishes them all. Their phone then starts ringing. She asks Emily to pick it up for her and put on speaker. It's Nathan. She is disappointed in him and informs him the money is gone, blown in 1,000 pieces. All the angry men in Nathan's room hear that. His superiors are not happy. The heartbroken Nathan has no other choice than announce to her that they are coming for her. She replies, "If I ever make out of this alive, I'm coming for all of you." Moments later, Nathan calls Jim. To avoid a war between their two organizations, he wants to offer him the woman responsible for his loss. He sends Jim, Sam's last location, and Jim orders to send all his men at her. while Nathan sends a safe place to Sam to disappear. Meanwhile, in the elevator, Sam wants to finish the doctor, but Emily stops her from doing so. They step out to head to a safe location sent by Nathan. Sam learns that Emily doesn't have anyone expect her late dad. She then asks the girl for more help as her hands are still not back in motion. So she teaches the girl to drive. At this moment, Jim's men arrive shooting at them. But they successfully take care of all of them while working as a team with Emily driving. They then head to the safe place. Outside, one of Jim's men follows them and calls for backup. Meanwhile, once inside, someone points a gun at Sam. She turns around and can't believe it. It's Scarlett, her mom. She hasn't seen her in 15 years. It's so emotional, and Scarlett injects an antidote so her arm's motions come back. Scarlett reveals she had been watching Sam from the shadows. She then admits she disappeared because she messed up. She killed the one responsible for eliminating Sam's dad. But by doing so, it was going against the firm, so she had to leave, and didn't want to take her daughter to go through this. Scarlett also worries what's gonna happen when Emily discovers Sam is the one who killed her dad. At this moment, they realize Jim's men are outside. So they run away and arrive at the mysterious library. Anne, Madeline and Florence can't believe what they are seeing. They are mad at Scarlett for disappearing. They even get madder realizing Jim's men followed them here. Sam tells everyone to go in the secret room. She will take care of all of them by herself. But Emily wants to stay with her. Sam breaks and reveals to Emily she is the one who killed her father. Emily is in tears and Scarlett takes her away. Minutes later, the men enter and the insane fight begins. Scarlett decides to join her daughter in fighting them. Meanwhile, Anne, Florence and Madeline realize the amount men coming from outside and decide to also join the already epic showdown. Madeline puts some headphones with music on Emily so she doesn't hear the chaos outside. After a truly epic showdown, the ladies defeat Jim's men. Unfortunately, they lost one of them, Madeline. They go check on her and informs them they took Emily. The next day, the ladies go to a cabin in the woods. Jim's nephew calls Sam. Sam makes the deal. She comes to them and they let Emily leave free. They agree and Sam tells them to meet at the diner. She says goodbye to her mom and heads to the diner. It's full of Jim's men. Emily is there. Sam then finally meets Jim in person. He tells her he will do terrible things to her. He adds that he will let Emily go, but only after she has watched what he will do to her. At this moment, Scarlett shows up with a gun to Jim's face. Florence and Anne are also there disguised as waitresses. Sam then stands up and grabs Emily. They walk outside while the ladies finish Jim and his men in that diner. The next day, Sam wakes up after a nightmare of Emily finishing her. Both girls make peace as Emily understands Sam was doing her job. She then asks who sent her. Sam reveals about the group of men called the Firm. She adds that they think they can get away with everything but not anymore. Days later, Emily shows up to Nathan's house as Girl Scoot selling cookies. He realizes she must be Emily. He is insulted they sent a child to finish him. He then realizes there is a red dot on his chest. Sam then calls and tells him this is only a warning. She adds to tell the Firm they know where they live and everything about them. The movie ends with the group driving away. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and check out other movie summaries we have on our channel.